What's going on YouTube? It's Giga here with some more Series 8 Wi-Fi battles. Today we're checking out Xerneas. Xerneas is interesting because it was once one of the strongest Pokemon in the format, but because of the rise of Steel types, it's kind of lost a lot of its luster. So this is a team that does need a fair bit amount of support. It is the standard Geomancy Xerneas. I do have Follow Me in DD to kind of shift away focus and also stop some of those priority moves with Psychic Surge. I have Rotom, Heat, and Incineroar to deal with a lot of those steel types that give Xerneas some trouble. Finally, Tapu Fini with Heal Pulse can heal up Xerneas, as well as use Nature's Madness to lower HP of some problematic Pokemon. Finally, Landorus really rounds out the team, providing more Intimidate support for some of those physical attackers that take advantage of the fact that Geomancy is all special, and can offer a lot of support by maxing with things like Airstream for a speed boost, Rock Slide to get up terrain, or Earthquake to get some special defense boosts. So with that being said, let's kind of hop into the games and see what we can do with Xerneas and hopefully pull out some big wins. Okay, so this first game is Kyurem. So it's Kyurem, Togekiss, Whimsicott, Moltres. Then we have Rillaboom and Incineroar. So there really isn't much stopping Xerneas in DD, where I can just Follow Me and then set up with Xerneas. I think Rillaboom can be a problem. So I think Incineroar is really big here. And because, I can lower the attack. I can kind of deal with those physical threats. And I'm trying to think what is a good last option. Because even if Whimsicott sets up Tailwind, it's not super big deal. Kyurem, I don't actually know what type it is. I think it's Fire Dragon. I'm not really sure. Rotom is tempting because of the electric moves and hitting a lot of the team. Landorus isn't really doing much. I think Rotom is the best option. Yeah, I think they don't really have a good way to stop me from setting up. Let me check what type Kyurem is. Kyurem. What type is... Let's see what type I actually really don't know what type Kyurem is. Are they all? No, they definitely changed type, right? Okay, so they're Kyurem Whimsicott, which is really good because I think I should be able to safely Geomancy because I can Follow Me with Indeedee, which is really big if they don't target me if they go for Tailwind, because that means that I can then on the subsequent turn also go for the Follow Me. So I think Geomancy is really safe, and then Follow Me here. I don't think they really have a good option to that, because they can double up, but then they lose Tailwind. I can bring out something like Incineroar and start pressuring with Snarl where they can't really hit me back. I think there's a lot of good options, and I think if my opponent brought Rillaboom, they're gonna need it pretty much because they are gonna rely on that Grassy Glide. But even then, having the option, okay, so they're gonna max. They're committing early. I don't think I want to max Xerneas, but also a +2 is kind of hard to deny. So let's see. Kyurem maxes, and then that's gonna Tailwind with Whimsicott? Oh, they're gonna Helping Hand, which is great because now I can Follow Me, and then I can Follow Me the next turn, and just take out, hopefully take out their max, because they can't do anything. Xerneas is faster, which is really big, so that means even if they do Tailwind, I do have the speed advantage here. So what they could, what they could do is because now they're committing to a max. They could, I guess they could do a weather one. They could do Hailstorm. Max Quake. Oh, they want the special defense boost. Okay, so Indeedee's going to live. I think they do have a special defense boost, which is fine. Focus Sash, really great. I'm still at +1 special defense, and even if they go for it again, they have to go after Xerneas. I want to Starfall. I think Starfall. I think, yeah, Starfall follow me because I mean what they could do. What they could no. It's hard. I think this is the best play. I think being able to just, yeah, get massive Starfalls out is really big. If they knock out Indeedee, which they definitely will, it'll let me get a pretty safe switch in to Incineroar. I can bring out Landorus even. Okay. Oh, ooh, they max guard. So, so they're gonna knock out Indeedee with Whimsicott. Oh, they're just gonna Tailwind. Interesting. So they used up a turn. They have one turn left. I think there's really nothing stopping me just from Starfall follow me because yeah, I mean what they can do now is they can have Whimsicott will hit into Indeedee to knock it out. And then what will happen is I'll be able to get off my Starfall, and then they'll be able to get off a second Max Quake. Yep, so here comes the Moonblast. Moonblast knocks out Indeedee. Indeedee goes down. But this is great because what it means is their Kyurem will not have its max anymore. So I can safely, what's it called? I can safely fake out into whatever comes in. Oh, this is great. So I get the one shot. Now, they have a Tailwind up. I think Incineroar is the best option just because of the fact that I can fake out, stop one thing from what for hitting. So I can safely bring out Incineroar, fake out whatever they're going to bring in, which I'm guessing it's Rillaboom. I feel like Rillaboom is your best option. Okay, so yeah, here comes Rillaboom. Rillaboom is going to take the attack drop. So I think that can stop the helping hand we saw from Whimsicott, which is really good. So then the question, I mean, I should be able to take a Grassy Glide from a Rillaboom. It is at -1, which is really big. So I think the play now is to target the Rillaboom, fake out into Whimsicott so it can't helping hand. Yeah, this is the more power. Yeah, they're the same. So hit here, and then, wait, fake out is first. Fake out into Whimsicott, and then if this doesn't knock out, switch out the Incineroar into Rotom Heat while I protect with Xerneas, and then switch back in to get that Rillaboom at -2. Oh, they're going to just straight switch out. So, good play on their part. They're bringing out Togekiss, which is cool. It means that, I expect Togekiss to go down at this point. So yeah, that's great. They go down. Starfall should safely knock it out. And so they're going to be forced to bring back in the Rillaboom, which I think means protect on Xerneas, swap out Incineroar, and then switch back in. I could even... this is tricky because Rillaboom can carry Fake Out. So what I can do is I could try and Parting Shot the Rillaboom, expecting it to Grassy Glide into Xerneas. But I think that's too risky. I think the safer option with Xerneas is just to protect and then to switch out into Rotom. And what that'll let me do is then I can Dazzling Gleam with Rillaboom at -1 in a much safer position. Where even if they Tailwind, Tailwind doesn't matter at this point. Bringing out Incineroar, lowering the attack of Rillaboom, I think is the most important, because that Rillaboom really is the only thing at this point that can do damage to, to Xerneas. Okay, so yeah, they're gonna... That's tricky. They're gonna Grassy Glide. I don't know. -1 or +1 Grassy Glide into... I'm gonna Moonblast into it, and then I'm gonna switch out into Incineroar. Worst case, I have 2 fire types at full HP against 2 grass Pokemon that really cannot touch me, and I can keep lowering this Rillaboom's attack with Incineroar. Yeah, so this is a question of now if do okay, so they're gonna go for a helping hand. They are gonna Grassy Glide. Let's see how much it does. It oh yeah, 92. Easy. Moonblast into Rillaboom. Rillaboom has even with Assault Vest, yeah, it goes down, and now it is Whimsicott 3v1ing when I still have Fake Out support. So I think yeah, Fake Out Moonblast should be GG. Yeah. Yeah, pretty straightforward. I think yeah, my opponent didn't really have a good answer to Xerneas, and because Xerneas really isn't that common anymore, and I think as a result, I was able to set up really quickly and then basically steamrolled to the point where they couldn't do anything, and Indeedee really offered that big support of redirecting those attacks that could have done a ton of damage into Xerneas, which let it live in the end game. Really excited so far. I was a little worried for sure about using Xerneas from the start, but good results so far, and I'll see all of you in the next game. All right, game number 2, we have a Zacian team, which is scary. So we have Amoonguss, Zacian, Dragonite, Thundurus, Rillaboom, and Colossal. There's a lot from my opponent's team which worries me, and trying to figure out the best way to deal with everything. They do have Thundurus. Thundurus is very tempting. They also do have that option of Colossal. So this is hard because I do need offensive pressure that I don't really have. Xerneas plus Incineroar is hard because of the fact that yeah, that Amoonguss is really tricky. I can't really touch it. I could max Rotom this game. I could do Indeedee Rotom. I like Indeedee Rotom as a lead. I think Landorus, Xerneas. I think that's the best bet because I can follow me with the Indeedee to take the focus away from Rotom to let it max safely. And I think yeah, this is an early max game. I don't even know if I needed Xerneas in all honesty. I think maybe even having a second Intimidator. Okay, oh, they're Dragonite Colossal. So they... Yeah, so they want to get Colossal set up. Colossal's probably going to switch because even though you can still self-target with the Surge Up, it doesn't change the fact that Follow Me will make them hit into Indeedee. So I think I should be able to safely Nasty Plot. They could, yeah, they could still max Colossal. Okay, so they're still going to max Colossal, which is fine because it's still going to be slow as dirt, and it's not going to have a weakness policy. I do take Volcalith Chip, which is a little bit unfortunate, but I mean, I know 2 of their Pokemon. It's nice that now, yeah, I know what their max is. I know they're maxing Colossal. Indeedee's going to follow me, so that's going to take both the Aqua Jet as well as the... oh, and they don't get it because of Psychic Terrain. That's even better. That's super great. So I completely have shut off their ability to trigger weakness policy while Indeedee is alive. So let's see how much Indeedee takes from this. Okay, so it takes under half. So I can live 1 more. So I think, yeah, I have to max and try and deal with their Colossal. So once again, follow me to stop them from getting the boost, and then Lightning into Colossal. Where, I mean, at this point, Colossal's work is, you could argue, done. It did set up the Volcalith, so even if it's not... I mean, I really would not like it to be at +6, if possible. So let's see how much a +2... what's it called? +2 Max Lightning, that's the word, does against it. I know it's item, so yeah, we're gonna follow me again. So they can't self-trigger. I should have I could have arguably targeted down the Dragonite. Oh, and I did change the terrain, which that's really tricky. I should have actually targeted down Dragonite because yeah, because now you're gonna dual wing beat, you're gonna knock out Indeedee, and you're able to safely get a Volcalith into Rotom. So I think yeah, this was actually really poor planning on my part. Yeah, because Rotom's gonna take a ton of chip. I do trigger the Citrus. I do have Landorus in the back, so when I'm yeah, that Volcalith chip really sucks. I could Zern. What is Zern's speed? So Xerneas will outspeed Landorus. Yeah, Landorus doesn't really do anything. I want Landorus in the end game. So I think yeah, they're gonna get off of Volcalith. I think if I can live with Xerneas, I think oh no, not protect. I think Geomancy here, and then yeah, I mean if they go for Aqua Jet, they're gonna take a lot anyway. So yeah, they're gonna that's such a big chunk of their HP. So even with Steam Engine, I know that Xerneas outspeeds. So this is now the question of can I live Volcalith from +2 Colossal? It's definitely going to target into Xerneas. Yeah, Xerneas is obvious. Xerneas, I mean, it lives, but it's going to go down to Volcalith, which is fine because now, yeah, I'm going to bring out. That's tricky. That's really tricky. It's Landorus. I don't really have a good. I don't think it's I don't have a good answer. I think I just didn't bring a good answer. I think I should have done Indeedee Landorus. I think Indeedee Landorus was my best option because I can redirect and then I can max Quake. And I think that would have been so much stronger. Because yeah, now I'm gonna lose Xerneas. I'm gonna have an almost no HP what's it called? Rotom. I've already used my Citrus Berry. I don't have any speed boosts. They still have their Zacian in the back, which honestly, yeah, Zacian can just safely come in at this point, and there's nothing I can do about it. Landorus comes in, so it's not Zacian, it's Thundurus. Oh, okay, even better. So now they have a Defiant boost. They have a Defiant boost, Thundurus, and they have a Dragonite at full HP with Inner Focus. Yeah, Landorus, Indeedee would have been the best option. I think Rock Slide, double flinch, and then Max Lightning into Thundurus. I know that Dragonite has Aqua Jet and Extreme Speed, so it might actually be able to one-shot. Oh, what? Thundurus is faster. Okay. So Thundurus, yeah, knocks out Rotom. I need, yeah, barring like 80 crits, I don't think I can come back from this. I think my choice in lead was very poor. Indeedee, I think, is really good. Wow, Thundurus. Oh, yep, Ice Punch. I did not know they carried Ice Punch. Yeah, that's unfortunate. I think that happens. It really shows how strong Gmax Volcalith is, and I picked a horrible lead. I don't know why I thought Rotom was the best option when Landorus was so much stronger. And yeah, I think that really kind of screwed me over. But I know for next time, and just gotta keep focused and seeing all of you in the next game. All right, so another Zacian team. This time we have Thundurus, Rillaboom, Zacian, Landorus, Porygon, and Glastrier. So they do have a Trick Room option. This is tricky. I think this is actually interesting. My opponent has a lot of options. Rotom and Incineroar are really, really big. I mean, Landorus, so is Landorus. I could indeed Xerneas. Honestly, it's not the worst option. I am hardwalled by Zacian, but I think I like this. I feel like Tapu Fini doesn't really do much. There is an argument to be made for Landorus, especially because it has superpower and fly. I'm going to do Landorus over Rotom. I know it's really risky with Defiant Thundurus out because of the fact that like Thundurus can just steal my Defiant boost, but I think the fact that Landorus can get the max Airstream boost, which I think is really, really crucial, is important. And the fact that Indeedee can redirect and let me set up, so even if they max Airstream with a Thundurus, I'll still have a boost. So they're leading Zacian Thundurus. I think the play then is to Dazzling Gleam, is to Geomancy and then follow me, because it means that they have to hit into this, and then I can fake out the Zacian next turn. So yeah, I think Geomancy and I think follow me. I don't actually know the damage calc of +2. I'm gonna like quickly. Well, thank God for long animations. I'm gonna try and run a damage calc real quick on my phone because I only have one monitor. Yeah, if this damage calc is wrong, I'm in a pretty bad spot. Follow me. Yep. Nope. I just want to see the damage calc. Oh, God. Behemoth Blade, yep. Damage calc. Pokemon damage calc. Oh, wow. Indeedee lived. Indeedee's a tank. Xerneas versus Thundurus. Assault Vest, Dynamax, Special Attack, +2. Oh no. Oh God, that's really bad. Thundurus. What if I max? So Thundurus will live. +2, Dynamax. Yeah, I can do 78%. That's really bad. That's really bad. I think I still have to Incineroar. I have to. Yeah, I think the play now is to still max Xerneas, because once I get rid of their Thundurus, like I feel really good because their team is so physical that yeah, I have to just get rid of Thundurus. I feel like they're gonna protect with Zacian. That's so tempting because the fake out's super obvious, and getting the Flare Blitz chip damage onto Thundurus is big. They're Life Orb. Wait, they are not Assault Vest. I'm gonna fake out onto Zacian. I know it's obvious. Oh wow, they're actually okay. So Berry Juice. We'll just give it a random item. Yeah, Max Starfall is a guaranteed KO. Oh, they are not. Oh, that's super big. They are not Life Orb. They are not black. They are Life Orb, not Assault Vest. So I should be able to exactly KO their Thundurus. Yeah, the Protector's super obvious. I could have tried to damage their what's his face? Thundurus. Max Starfall is going to come out. It's going to... Oh, God, thank goodness. Okay, so this actually is a really good position. That crit didn't matter because Xerneas, yeah, their team is so physical that I can even just like switch between Thundurus, Landorus or not Thunderous Landorus, Incineroar Landorus to get the Zacian at -1 and just start knocking out the other Pokemon they have. Because, yeah, and then at that point, they can't even knock out Incineroar where I can hit it back. So I'm guessing Rillaboom? They could have Porygon Glastrier, which is scary. But I think I'm strong enough at this point to be able to one-shot Porygon. But I do have to still worry because of that Zacian having Behemoth Blade. Yeah, so here comes Rillaboom. I think then the play is to switch out from Xerneas into Landorus, where even if Xerneas goes down, I think, yeah, Max Starfall into Rillaboom and then swap out to Landorus. I'm just trying to get in their Zacian the lowest possible. And I have the double Intimidators was super, super risky with Thundurus, but the fact that it had Life Orb really made the risk worth it. Because, yeah, now both of their Pokemon are getting significant attack drops. They're going to Grassy Glide into Xerneas. It's not going to do that much. I'm going to be able to hopefully knock out their Rillaboom with this with that Max Starfall, change the terrain. I do have to take a Behemoth Blade at -1, but like I'm not worried. It does mean that I can protect with protect with Xerneas and have Landorus go for an Earthquake next turn. So this Zacian is super crippled at this point. I do outspeed. Yeah, I live with Xerneas, so whatever comes in is probably gonna go down, and then yeah, switch back to Incineroar for the fake out pressure. They bring out their own Landorus, so yeah, I'm gonna be able to knock out their Landorus with one more Max Starfall, and then switch back to Incineroar. So let's Max Starfall into here, and then swap back Incineroar, which is fine. Yeah, I think this lead was the best option. I did get really, really lucky for the Life Orb set on Thundurus, because otherwise I wouldn't have been able to knock it out, and then I probably would have doubled up into it with Incineroar and tried to just get as much damage in as possible with the idea that I was going to lose Xerneas, and then I was going to basically have to sacrifice something else to switch out Incineroar to get off to get off a fake out. Yeah, I was gonna basically need fake out in order to knock it out. Cool. So over half chip onto their Landorus. I'm gonna take a Behemoth Blade, and then I'm gonna safely bring in my Landorus. And at this point, yeah, their Zacian's at -2, their Landorus is at -2. They're gonna need a lot of crits, and I can safely. Yeah, what's risky is I can't Earthquake, but neither can they, because they have Zacian. So it is a little bit tricky how to deal with their Landorus. I think now it comes down to their spread, but they have such a weakened Zacian at this point that their Zacian's at -3 and their Landorus is at -2. I still have a fake out. I think Rock Slide is just the best option, and then fake out into the Protect is obvious. I feel like Landorus carries Assault Vest. Yeah, I think going into their Landorus is the best option. Oh, they didn't Protect, so that's interesting. Oh, they have Berry. Interesting. Citrus Berry, Landorus. Behemoth Blade at -3 into Landorus. How much is that? Not even half. That's a really big deal. And my Landorus is faster than theirs, or it could still be a speed tie. So get that. Get a flinch would be really nice. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Flinch is big. So I think Rock Slide again, and then Flare Blitz into their Zacian, and I think given the damage it's already taken, Zacian protects. That's fine. A little scary because now they can Earthquake. Yep. So we're gonna get that. So I do need a flinch, which is a little bit tricky. Oh wow, double flinch. That's unfortunate for them. I don't think it would have mattered though, because Incineroar is at full and I still have the Figgy Berry. Let's see. I'm sure they're going to get the hit off this turn. Yeah, this, I don't think it's still over because crits are a thing. Yeah, so they're going to Behemoth Blade into Incineroar, or not Incineroar, into Landorus. Makes sense. Landorus at still over half. My Landorus gets off the Rock Slide again, getting more chip to guarantee Zacian's going to go down to a Flare Blitz. Wow, 3 flinches in a row. That's really unfortunate. But I mean, like, that is just kind of the way the game goes sometimes. Yikes. But, 3 flinches. Yeah, and now it's -2 Lando, 2v1ing Landorus, and what's his face? And Incineroar. My Landorus is faster, so I think between this Flare Blitz and between the Flare Blitz and the Rock Slide, yeah, makes sense. Cool. So, yeah, I'm really happy with this team so far. Like I said, I was worried. I did take a really big risk by bringing 2 Intimidators with the Thundurus. And it did pay off, and it did let me shift the tide in my favor. And I actually really don't know how I would have been able to handle Thundurus if it was Assault Vest. I think what I would have had to have done is go for the Max Moon and then Flare Blitz into it, expecting them to protect the Zacian. And then, yeah, I would have had to swap out, sacrifice something, and then be able to basically use Fake Out in order to knock it out. So very tricky. The video still is a little bit short, so we're going to do one more, and I'll see all of you in the next game. Cool. Last battle of the day. We have a Kyogre team. We have Kyogre, what's it called? Kyogre, Kingdra, Whimsicott, Raichu, Moltres, and Charizard. So once again, not really a good option against Xerneas. Xerneas has... this is tricky. Xerneas is faster than Kyogre, so I do have the option of Incineroar Xerneas as the lead to fake out anything that they bring out. But the issue then... I actually do... I think I'm going to do Xerneas Incineroar. I do like Indeedee in the back that I can switch out and change the terrain. So in the event that they lead with Raichu and they want to fake out into Xerneas, I can just swap out to Indeedee to swap the terrain. So I think that that's really valuable. Now the question is, what do I bring for a 4th? Tapu Fini, honestly, is really great against their whole team, and I haven't really used it yet. So I think Xerneas and Indeedee, or Xerneas and Incineroar, because I can guarantee a fake out if need be onto a problem user. Yeah, I think this is my best bet. And once again, my opponent's team is very, very special based. So being able to set up with Xerneas is huge. I'm gonna take a quick sip of water. There's no water left. It's fine. Yeah, so this really depends on their lead. Okay, so they're bringing out Kyogre Kingdra. This is tricky because that's really tricky. This is what I didn't actually plan for, because what they can do now is they can max Kingdra. Yeah, I mean, they can max Kingdra, but I still think Geomancy Xerneas, fake out Kyogre. I think that's the best play. Yeah. They're gonna max Kingdra. Oh god, this I actually really... Indeedee would have been the much better option. I didn't even consider this. Indeedee would have been... Oh! This is really bad. Oh god, I expected... What, are they gonna taunt me? Oh god, Kingdra was what I was afraid of. Muddy Water, Incineroar avoids, that's fine. I'm gonna be able to Geomancy, I'll be at plus... Wow. Holy wow. That did way more than it should have. Okay, so this is really tricky. um, I mean, yeah. Oh, that's actually a really tricky spot because Ndidi really doesn't do much. And now I'm going to be, if they knock out Xerneas, I'm really relying on damage output. Yeah, damage from, yeah, okay, cool. So we're relying on damage output from Tapu Fini, which isn't the scariest thing in the world. Nature's Madness is big here because, yeah, oh god, I got a Nature's Madness this whole team to death, essentially. Okay. They have Raichu. Okay. I mean, it's not hopeless. I think Tapu Fini does still do a good job. I think I want to Moonblast. I could just max. I think Moonblast here. Swap out to Ndidi. Yeah, Ndidi also theoretically has damage output. God. Oh god, this is a... Oh, that was such a good play. If I had done fake out into Kingdra, I just expected the Kingdra to max. And for the water spout. Okay, so they're going to Muddy Water. Please do like nothing to Tapu Fini. Tapu Fini, cool. They're going to max Lightning, and I'm going to be very sad. Yep, max Lightning into Tapu Fini. Yeah, this game is basically over. I don't really see myself coming back from it. Yeah, I mean, what, I max Incineroar? Yeah, that's tricky. I think that's just the way it goes. I played very poorly with my lead, and as a result, I got punished for it, which is unfortunate. I mean, I'll play it out. I don't give up, quote unquote, but there's nothing I can do at this point. I could fake out. Let's just see. Let's fake out Follow Me. It'll get rid of their Muddy Water. Oh. That's annoying. Yep, fake out into that slot, protect with Ndidi, or Follow Me with Ndidi will take the water attack from Kyogre, which will let Incineroar max. And it's 4v1 Incineroar. Yeah. That turn one was so big for them. Because if I had called Kyogre maxing over Kingdra, I think it would have been fine because I would have... Yeah, it was the fact that I took so much damage. Alright, let's go. This is so embarrassing. Yeah, I'm just gonna run. Yeah, I'm gonna run. There's no point in playing this out. That's unfortunate. Yeah, I really didn't want it to end like that, but I think that lead got me where I was like, okay, Kingdra's gonna max. And the fact that Xerneas took 2 big hits is kind of what did it. Where, yeah, I was like, I don't expect Kyogre to go for a max. I expect it to be Kingdra to get the single target move into Xerneas and then spread Water Spout. And then by switching that up and knocking out really my only sort of damage output, I couldn't really recover because I didn't bring anything else to do a lot of damage because I didn't really expect to need to bring anything. I could have maxed Fini maybe and max guarded, but even then that wouldn't have really done anything. But that's fine. I mean, you live and you learn. I think I did play well with it, all things considered, especially the fact that I did have a game against Ashian where I was able to pull through, which doesn't really happen too often with Xerneas. So that being said, I have one or two more teams I really want to try out, and then hopefully can give some more light to some teams that didn't get much love. But until then, I'll see you all next time.